2017 was a good year. Can 2018 be as good?
2017 definitely was a good year for us. It was really strong execution of our growth plan, and of course will continue to grow into 18.
In terms of the strategy, you're looking at long haul. You're basically looking at Asia. You're taking advantage of your geographical advantage you have in that space. But we're seeing more and more, particularly the low-cost end of the market, looking at long haul. Does this begin to undermine your strategy going forward?
We are focusing really on Asia and particularly the Northeast Asia. And then when we look at the low-cost long haul, that is primarily transatlantic part. And yes, we are in transatlantic as well, but most of our capacity is on Asian routes.
Are there any Asian routes that are concerning you right now? Are there any routes that you're unhappy with that you want to see improved?
Of course, competition is increasing in all our markets, so there's no free rides. There hasn't been no free rides up until now, and it will just continue like it is. But when we look at our performance and our position there, we were last year the biggest European in Japan, number 2 in China of the Europeans. So we focus on these markets, and we feel that we've been successful there, and that continues.
It's always depressing to hear an airline CEO say there are no free rides. Somehow consumers are always hoping for that. Let me ask about the problem that maybe free rides caused for some of your competition, former competition, Air Berlin. We've had some consolidation, Monarch in this industry in Europe. Has that helped you? Has Finnair been able to take advantage of those open spaces, for example?
In some cases, yes, has helped, but some cases we have suffered from it. Berlin was a one world airline, and we were partnering with them. We had code shares and things like that, and it's not really a great boost that we've seen out of it. And somehow the markets are kind of polarized. Some airlines are doing better than the others, and the others are failing at the same time. So it's a new development last year that started.
Pekka, just a quick question on oil prices and currencies as well. What kind of headwinds do you see in 2018? We've certainly seen the oil price come back. I'm assuming you've hedged out some of that risk. Similar story on the foreign exchange market, I would imagine. But if oil continues to push higher, how do those hedges continue to work?
We do have a hedging policy, 2-year hedging policy with sort of a lower degree of hedging as we move on towards the end of the two-year window. We have kept that same policy. We continue to have the same policy, and it has supported our development nicely. We do see currency movements as well at the same time, and it tends to be that when oil gets more expensive, at the same time, U.S. dollar tends to get cheaper. That has been the development over the past years, and that's what's happening right now as well. So we don't, in terms of euro, we don't see as sharp oil price increase. And of course, over the past few weeks, oil has in fact turned down quite a bit.
What can you tell me about, ticket prices in general? It's always struck me that I don't see over my, adult consumer life airline ticket prices really changing that much, really over the last 20, 30 years. How hard is it to raise revenues, and how can you do that?
Many airlines, including us have separated the sort of a flight ticket, which sort of gives you the right for a seat from other services, and more and more revenues are collected through ancillary services, and that is of course the way how the industry has responded to that one. In addition to all efficiency improvements and productivity improvements that we and many other airlines have been able to create.